Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On this week's show, we'll talk Bulldog football as Ferris State gets a big win in the Upper Peninsula. We'll check in with Ferris State hockey and also Bulldog volleyball playing their final regular season match inside the Ava Sports Arena. We'll start first, though, with Bulldog football, joined by head coach Tony Annese. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob.
Obviously, you went to the Upper Peninsula this past weekend after a big win against Grand Valley State, and you came back with a victory, which you always like to do on that long trip.
No, absolutely. And I give our guys credit. I don't know what it is about the grind or the challenge. You know, some people use the word trap game. Oh, this could be a trap game after the GV win. But our guys, we don't roll that way. Very proud of them. We started fast, which I really had hoped that we would start fast. Had a 28-7 lead at halftime. First possession of the second half, 35-7, and then it got a little bit more interesting to try to keep it going. But I was very pleased with the W, and you know, they were 3-0 in the GLIAC going into the game. We were 3-0, so now officially we're one game ahead with 3 to go. So very, very pleased about that.
Obviously, the 35th consecutive regular season win, and a good number of those have been on the road. Now 20 straight road wins away from home. Maybe talk about the focus the guys have put in when you go on the road.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but 20 straight road wins, incredible. 35 straight regular season victories, incredible. You know, I don't know how many 19, 20 GLIAC victories in a row. So, you know, at the end of the day, you just need to, you know, give our guys credit for having the right mentality. We're focused on ourselves and trying to be the best version of us every single time we take that field, and really we've been able to do that, which is really incredible.
As we go to some of the highlights, obviously you got the ball first, got a great kickoff return from Tyler Miner, and then big play on your first offensive play from scrimmage.
Yeah, we took a good shot on the first play. Actually, Steve put that in this week, and I said, I really like that. And then I said, let's run it the first play of the game, and Tyrese was able to get across the goal and score.
Obviously, you get that score, you get the ball back, and come right back down and score to make it 14-0 just a few minutes into the game.
Right, yeah, 2 possessions, 2 scores. You know, Tech had only scored, you know, they had 14 against Northern the week before until, you know, the final score of the game late. So I felt, yeah, 14 points early, we should be comfortable, and we're able to do a good job on both sides of the ball to keep them down from scoring and us continuing to score.
Obviously, the play of the defense allowed less than 65 yards rushing, just a couple hundred yards of total offense here in the contest.
Yeah, you know, our D-line, I think their effort was elite. You know, our secondary and linebackers played well as also, you know, so very pleased by that. Able to complete a lot of balls. Jared completed over 80% of his balls again. Our receivers are playing great. Our O-line played well here. They gave us a 0 pressure, and we made a check and got Xavier the ball over the middle, and he took it to the house.
We'll see another score from him later on, but Xavier Wade, a big day, over 100 yards receiving for you.
Yeah, that's a great catch there by me. Yeah, Xavier's making just all those guys. The receivers are just playing great, really great.
Obviously, you took on a Michigan Tech team that was unbeaten in conference play coming into this one. Some veteran experience, a quarterback that has been around for a while.
Yeah, you know, and he's a good quarterback. Yeah, I was pleased. You know, I was really nervous about this game. Probably more nervous about this game than the Grand Valley game. But we were able to, you know, do some great things here. This is Marcus Taylor, unbelievable shoestring catch, and he's just got great hands, and so he's making a lot of good plays for us.
Get down here and get into the end zone, 28-7 lead at halftime, and what was the talk at halftime of trying to keep this going?
Actually, we talked about the play that they just showed as far as just, you know, we go in and just talk about plays that we haven't ran yet and things that we can still run to be effective, and here this is a great play by Xavier, touching the ball on the pylon for a score, and so yeah, I wanted to really, truthfully, when we scored right there, I'm like, that's a big score. So I wanted to be up, you know, I wanted to score in the first possession of the third quarter to make it 35-7, and that was key.
Obviously, here in the second half, able to play a lot of guys, at least as many as you can when you go on the road here in the GLIAC.
Yeah, I hear Brandon Childers high points the ball great. But yeah, we played a lot of guys. You know, you can only travel 58 or dress 58, and so it's a little bit challenging. But here's Xavier scores. They call a legal block on Booby there. But yeah, we did good things. We kicked the field goal on this drive after, you know, a good play and a penalty, a good play and a penalty, a good play and a penalty. But that got us up to, you know, our final count of 38.
Obviously able to work in both Evan Cummins, Malik Mitchell here in the second half of this ball game as well.
Yeah, probably not enough over time. You know, they've earned their opportunities to play, and they're really good. But, you know, Jared's played really well as well. So it's great. It's a luxury to have all of those guys.
Playing up here in late October, the weather a lot nicer than it's been the last couple of visits.
Wow, right? I mean, in 19 we were up there, snowstorm. In 17 we were up there, snowstorm. And so very, very happy and happy to get home. You know, it's like, you know, I was counting the other day, like we played up there 6 times. They've played down here 3 times. And so I don't get it, but it's GLIAC scheduling, but we've been up there a lot.
38-10 the final scores. You finally now get to come back home. It seems like it's been a long time, a month since the last home game as you take on Northern Michigan this week.
Yeah, when we hit the field on Saturday, it'll be 1 month and 5 days, which is just unbelievable. So hopefully the fans come out. You know, let's have a little Halloween party at Top Taggart and get the fans out. You know, I know there's another game in this state, Michigan State at noon. I was just praying that game would be a 7 or 7:30 game. So I'm sure, you know, it's going to hurt a little bit in regards to attendance of our game, because a lot of people are going to want to watch that game on TV. But if you can come out, because we need as many fans as we can get.
Obviously, Northern Michigan led by Kyle Nystrom, one of your former assistants, and coming off a big performance, took Grand Valley State to the wire this past weekend.
Yeah, Kyle, very good friend, and actually we practiced at the Superior Dome last Friday, and I'm signaling plays and calling plays, and he's standing right next to me. I'm like, dang, we play each other next week, you know, but we're really good friends. And yeah, they played Grand Valley right up to the wire, very impressive. In fact, they had a play that, you know, there were pictures at halftime of a Northern Michigan guy who crossed the goal. You know, it's a controversial play, but yeah, it was a really good game, and I thought Northern played really well, and they're going to bring their best to us on Saturday.
Obviously, 3 games left here in the regular season, #1 in the country, but more importantly, the first regional rankings will come out this week.
Yeah, it's funny. We haven't, like, you're the only one that talks about #1 in the country. My college roommate harasses me about it, but like literally our team or our coach have never had a conversation about it. So that's great that we put it in perspective, because it really, you know, it's great for recruiting and for visibility for our university. But we're focused on what we need to do. But yeah, the regional rankings will be a more exciting thing to look at than the national rankings. I hope we're first in that, and I hope we hold that spot for the rest of the season, because I explained to the guys the other day, that's just like a win, you know. If you get the bye, you don't have to play in the first round. You're automatically going to the second round, and it's just the equivalent of a win.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck against Northern Michigan Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.